Beautiful sunny day in January. Time to plant onions in North Texas. My broccoli crop was here and cauliflower, and I harvested it all before the freeze because they got pretty big. And I put them all in the freezer. So we'll eat those another time. So I just have to clean up this bed and plant my baby onion sets. It looks like I will just prepare the soil today and plant tomorrow. Spreading compost from my backyard and from under a couple of the rabbit hutches. So it's one advantage of keeping rabbits. And chickens. Compost came from the chicken yard, so. All right, I'm back next day. I prepared my bed yesterday and I'm gonna plant my onions now. I'm using my 4-inch planting grid that I did. I just made this to help me space them. I've got yellow Texas Legend and red Creole. I got them from the feed store. Roaches, feed and seed, and garland. So my thought is that I'll plant half the bed. I've got 2 bunches, which usually a 4 by 8 bed I fill with 2 of these. Now at the end, I go back and I put the little bitty ones kind of in between the ones I did at the beginning, because I kind of was spacing them far apart at the beginning, and then as they got littler and littler, I put them a little bit closer together. So just kind of tucking those in there because I'm always rooting for the little guy. Somehow they're gonna amount to something, like me. Yeah, me, with the Lord behind me. I'm gonna amount to something. Or I already have, actually. Okay, there's one raised bed of red Creole onions. Doesn't look like much right now, but it will. It will, trust me. All right, there's my sweet potato gone onion pit from the curb. I don't think I have time to plant my yellow onions tonight, so I have to plant them tomorrow. But I do have to go and fix dinner because, darn it, those kids do have to eat. I know, right? Did they put that off for gardening? All right, join me. I came out to feed the rabbits today, and I'm so sad. I'll show you. Christopher is gone. So, boy, it was fine just last night. All right, well, after examining, his body, I don't see that he was excessively skinny, which would be a sign of coccidiosis. He seemed fine. Gosh, just last night I was out here feeding and he seemed fine. So I don't see any sign of diarrhea, but then oftentimes rabbits don't get that. So it could be coccidiosis. So I'll probably treat everyone. And then it could be, I think it might be more likely that he was out on the weekend on Saturday, and the Homestead dog got out. Christopher started running around in his pen. We got the dog up, and I examined him. He looked fine, but I'm thinking, could he have hurt himself? And when I examined him, I just missed it. He didn't seem to have any injuries at all. So maybe internal injuries, I don't know. So those are my two thoughts. Oh, awful day. Christopher was given to me by a good friend, and he was one of my favorites. And what this means for my breeding program is that I'm not going to be able to sell unrelated pairs or trios, because he was unrelated male to my females and unrelated to the other male. So that's a loss of money for me. Just not having a good luck with rabbits on the Homestead. So I don't know. It might be something something that I'm gonna phase out. I don't know. Anyway, it always seems frustrating on days like this. Always seems a little hopeless, and discouraging. So I won't make any decisions today. But another hard day in the Homestead. Ugh. All right. Well, the play must go on. I'll feed the rabbits, take care of the animals. All right, everyone's getting hay this morning. Cold snap's coming in tonight. So I'll show you. It's a little bit of a comfort. Mystic is building a nest. So she's my first time mom, and she's gonna have Christopher's baby. So hopefully we'll get a little Christopher. Won't replace him though. I loved Christopher. There's some hay to work with. There's some more hay. She's due on Saturday. Today is Thursday. There's some nests. There's some hay to work with. See, she's bunching it up in her mouth. Can you see that? Alright, so I lost Christopher this morning, one of my favorite rabbits, and so I need some garden therapy. So really quick before we start homeschool, I'm going to pop these onions in. Cold front's coming in at about 12 o'clock this afternoon, so I'll pop the onions in, cover everything up, and start with my day.
I got time, it's clear to see from up here.
All right, my secret onion planting helpers, my grid that I made out of a pizza box, and 4-inch spacing. It's right there, 4-inch planting grid, if you can see that. And then my drumstick. I have my wild one plays drums, so yeah, I don't know what to tell you if you don't have a kid that's amazing and an amazingly talented drummer. But anyway, drumstick, perfect for planting onions. He's got a lot of these, so he probably doesn't mind me taking it out in the garden. Yeah, I probably won't return it. No, he probably won't want this back.
Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
Okay, I had to take the wild one to work. So back to planting onions. I heard the radio announcer though say, this is the kind of day that you can walk around in shorts and flip-flops. And then by 5 o'clock tonight, you might get 2 inches of snow. So crazy weather.
We're free, you and me, meant to be in the great outdoors.
Hey, all done planting onions. It's absolutely balmy out here, but it won't be this afternoon. I got some good garden therapy. And you know, I say garden therapy because, you know, while I can hear the birds chirping and the breeze blowing, and that is therapy. But I try, like every time I slipped an onion in, I tried to think of something I was thankful for. And then when I got halfway done with the bed, every time I slipped an onion in one of those holes, I prayed for somebody that I know and I love. So that is my way to get garden therapy. Don't forget to water your plants right before freeze. A lot of people forget to do that, and they do a lot better if they're full of water before freeze. And a friend of mine asked me, why is that? It seems like that's counterintuitive. It seems like the more water they had in them, the worse they would do. And so I looked it up, and it turns out as when the freezing is occurring, when the water molecules are being pressed closer together, they let off hydrogen atoms, and that releases a bit of heat, energy in the form of heat. So it just keeps them sometimes from freezing, or you know, the inner part from freezing. So that's why you water your plants before freeze. So don't forget to do it. Freeze is coming. I'm going to cover my onions today. I don't normally cover my onions in the winter, but I'm going to go ahead and cover them just because I just planted them and they're newbies. And I'm going to cover my baby beets. You can really feel the temperature dropping rapidly and the wind is ferocious. So I better secure everything and get inside, start my day. Bye. Isn't he sweet? Love Christopher. The princess is so good with the animals. I'm so thankful for her. So sweet.